Wouldn't suddenly be, as you say, he's not a robot.
Yeah.
But I've got to be honest with you. The heart-crushing truth that they're not yours.
Mm.
I don't know why you wanna treat me this way.
Welcome,
Ladies,
and,
gentlemen,
all right.
and members of the clergy. We welcome you on this fine Sunday morning to one very special episode.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's not Sunday, is it?
It's definitely a Thursday podcast.
But if someone's watching this on Sunday, they'll be like, oh,
You're going for like a 1 in. Okay, fine.
7.
That's not how it works. That's not how probability works.
1 in 7.
That's not how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
You don't know how many people view it on how
It's a 1 in
much
7
on each
chance
day.
that someone will watch it on a
That
Sunday.
is just not.
It's a
If
1
it's
in 7
released on a
chance.
Thursday, there's a higher probability that it'll be watched on a Thursday, then a Friday, then
There's
a Saturday.
1 in 7 chance.
That's not how probability works.
It is.
Or it isn't.
So how is it not? What chance do you think there is that they'll watch it on a Sunday?
Well, if you look at when it's released, right? So say if we've got 100 viewers, there's probably a 1 in 80. No, I've said that wrong way around. There's a 4 out of 5 chance they'll watch it on a Thursday. Then maybe a... Oh, God.
I mean, you're definitely doing this wrong.
It's not a 1 in 7.
It is.
It's not.
There are 7 days.
That's not how probability works.
But we're talking about what day they're watching it.
If you threw a dart
Yes.
and went, what day will it land on?
I'm not
You've got a
talking
1 in
about-
7.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the most common day someone uses it. I'm talking about what the chances are of a person watching it on a Sunday is 1 in 7, because there are 7 days.
If you just picked out one individual and just said, next week, any day you like,
Yeah,
watch it,
yeah.
Right.
It's a 1 in 7.
then you've got a 1 in 7.
There you go. Thank you.
Right, but that's the only way it works.
1 in 7.
Welcome, everyone.
To this 1 in 7 podcast.
Enjoy your Sunday. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Gaz.
And this is
Bromantic.
I don't think we've done that in a few episodes.
Here we have. We do it every episode.
I'm shit at this, and I
Yeah.
don't even. Well, I should find someone new to do this with, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah, don't agree to that.
If I could find someone else that would be up at this time of night. One job, Ryan. One job.
Get out of it. I did it just a little bit late.
Just wanted people to know that they do not stay on.
Yeah, we are actually electricity.
Powered. What's happening?
I was going to say that we're. What's it when you're like.
Like and subscribe. Should we do some dad jokes?
Careful. There's a new game that started up at my local sports club. It's called Silent Tennis. It's just like regular tennis, but without the racket.
Fair.
Yeah, I like that one.
I got beat up by 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. The odds were against me.
That's good. Wife, I just got stung by a jellyfish. Quick, pee on it. Husband, pee on the jellyfish. That's for stinging my wife.
The issue there is I laughed at pee on it, and then it got funnier.
The whole thing just got you.
A blind man walks into a bar, and a table, and a chair.
You bring out the old classics, you do.
Knock, knock.
Which celebrity is always ready for cereal? Reese. With a spoon.
God!
So bad. Shouldn't be allowed to say
It was
jokes
so
like
bad,
that.
it was good.
Shit, when I read it, I did a stupid chuckle.
With a spoon.
I thought I'm going to have to keep it in now.
Man goes into a circus to ask for a job. All right, what can you do? Manager asks. I can do great bird impressions, says the man. Anyone can do bird impressions. Oh, well, he says, and flies away.
So stupid. Oh, God. I had a beer last night, and on the side of the can it said, Best Drunk in February 2024. I would like to thank the beer company for this prestigious award.
Saw that.
Did you? Do you know, I didn't see that coming until I completely
Really?
finished the joke, yeah.
The bartender says, "We don't serve time travellers here." A time traveller walks into a bar.
I went to the local video shop and asked if I could borrow Batman Forever. I said no. You'll have to bring it back tomorrow.
Fair. What do you call a black guy flying a plane?
Don't.
A pilot, you fucking racist.
A genie granted me one wish, so I said, I just want to be happy. Now I'm living in a cottage with 6 dwarves and I work at a mine.
Man says to his friend, "I made £50 and 5 pence giving blowjobs last night." So his friend says, "Who gave you the 5 pence?" He goes, "Everyone."
I was just so bad at that one. Do you know what? It was the intimidation of everyone.
Everyone. It was sexually aggressive.
It was, yeah. A friend of mine got kidnapped by a group of mimes. They did unspeakable things.
God. No.
That's my last one.
A woman's walking along the beach when she sees a man splashing around feverishly.
Here we go.
A woman's walking along the beach when she sees a man splashing around feverishly. Right, okay, do you know what?
Come on, guys.
A woman's walking along the beach when she sees a man splashing around in the ocean. He said, "Fuck that word." Like, why is the need for the description? It's nothing to do with the word. It's nothing to do with the word, with the joke.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know I've
Please
done
don't
that.
say you've broken that.
No, it's just screw it. Fucking guffaw so much at that.
Is that actually on?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's how it's always been, so.
A woman's walking along the beach when she sees a man splashing around in the ocean. "Help, shark, help," he cries. The woman laughs because she knows the shark will never help that man.
God. I believe that took 4 attempts.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a good joke, to be fair.
Oh, welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our little dad joke bonanza.
Yeah. Some absolute crackers in that as well. I thoroughly enjoyed that
If
myself.
you did like everything you saw just then, please do feel free to throw us a little like and a subscribe and share it with your little pals. We appreciate everyone that gives us some love and shows us that there is good in the world. Because sometimes we doubt it. Sometimes life can be cruel. But it's up to you to make the difference. We unfortunately are not inundated with emails this time round. People have realised that if we get more than 1 or 2, we don't finish a podcast. So, although we appreciate it, we also would like more emails. So please get your emails into bromantic@mail.com. That's bromantic@mail.com. We'll read them out. Because we're lonely.
We are lonely. So,
Lonely guys.
here's our one email to get through.
Okay, I'm ready.
G'day, fellas.
G'day.
You may... Nice. Reply. Hey, you joined in. It's interactive. You may or may not know I used to live in Australia for a time.
Didn't.
I travelled there and saw and experienced things that are quite frankly out of this world. But in Australia. Things that I will treasure for a lifetime. What is your dream destination if money and responsibilities were no issue? Solo or with your family, what would you want to show or experience with your boys and partners. For example, I would pee my pants at the opportunity to go gold mining. I'm obsessed. Although I think I'd like to go to Canada to try to see the mountains in Yukon whilst I was there. I'd also go via the Arkansas Crater of Diamond State Park, because who doesn't want to find diamonds? Squelch, you absolute beasts. Love you always.
I mean, I've got two separate answers. I don't think I can combine the two. But my ideal destination is Hawaii. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Incredible. What a great answer. Yeah. Why Hawaii?
Just like the way it's represented, I think is like, it looks just like paradise. Do you know what I mean? So I've always wanted to go and see what it's like. And
Yeah.
And the one thing I would like to, experience with Elijah
The family.
or the family.
Or solo.
Skiing or surfing.
I've got to be honest with you, they're two quite simple things that you could go and do. You could literally book those up early next year and off you pop. You could just go skiing or surfing. Hawaii, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Could do.
Yep. You should do as well.
I mean, all of this is fairly simple.
Yeah, you're not saying anything out of this world.
No, Hawaii is very simple to get to. Yeah, just book a flight.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose in that, when you say Hawaii, what's your dream destination? I was kind of thinking to live.
Moon.
I was thinking to live, not really
to
for a holiday.
live?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You're probably correct. It probably just means...
I'm thinking holiday.
Because they've put, I used to live in Australia.
Okay.
That's what's made me go for that.
No, that seems fair. I've definitely not gone that way. I've gone...
Holiday. So, somewhere that I would love to go on holiday to experience it is Japan. I would love to just soak up some of that culture for just 2 weeks. Like, I would not want to live in Japan.
No.
It's not my scene, but I think 2 weeks of just going, what the fuck? Just walking around constantly.
This is weird.
Do you want to come to this cafe? It's Pikachu. What the fuck? Yeah, I want to do that. This cafe over here, you just eat in the dark. Great.
This one is just full of cats.
Yeah. So you don't get lonely while you eat. Cool, I'm in, yeah, sure.
It'd be my worst nightmare, by the way.
Yeah, that would be for you.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. It should be
That's a good destination, though.
a catastrophe. God, that was classic. But to live, I'd pick somewhere hot.
Yeah, of course you would.
I don't think I could go any colder than England, because a bit of me's like Iceland.
If you had to pick between moving away somewhere with your family or moving somewhere away with me, what would you pick?
Are we naming 2 different destinations, or am I choosing my family or you?
Your family or me?
You.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But yeah, but where would we live?
Hawaii. With the occasional holiday to Japan.
God, you've sold it. You've absolutely sold it.
Just saying.
Yeah. We could go surfing.
Yeah. Skiing, maybe. Maybe to a cat cafe.
Oh.
Because I'd definitely Pikachu.
Oh. Ah. Hang on. How come you get that response? Hang on a minute. Hang on.
My jokes are better. Well, no, it's a catastrophe.
Because it was funny. It was funny. God's sake.
You're like, see, I proved it. It was good.
Oh, yeah. You proved it. Not even me.
I laughed it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that covers...
Thanks for your email. The tangent once more.
Also, I'd love to do a drive around America.
Yeah.
Like get an RV.
What's that? Was it Route 66?
Yeah. I don't know what that goes through, so I can't be like, I'd love to do it. 'Cause
I thought it was just like a route that goes through America.
Yeah, but I don't know what it goes through. So I don't know, like, does it go through Vegas? Does it go through...
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, so I don't know.
Drive to places.
Yeah, or just like, because I think their flights are cheap if you just remain in America. So you could just go to a few states and stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I love American food, so...
Shoot lots of guns and whatnot.
That's not really... I'm not really that bothered about that bit.
No.
No.
I think it's what... If I went to America, it's what I would do for a little while. Do some shooting and that.
I've never had any affiliation to guns.
No?
No. If someone said,
Maybe you're just a real man.
Yeah. But if someone said, that, hey, you can go here and swing swords and shit, I'd be like,
100%.
mate, I'd go and do that.
Medieval
This-
style would be
yeah.
much better.
Here you go,
But
Ryan.
there's
This is a mall. Try this. Like, well, great.
There's not many places famous for medieval fighting.
No, testing out weapons and stuff. I would be, you know, like those, I can't remember what they're called, rooms where you just go and smash stuff up.
Oh, like Rage Room.
Rage rooms, that's it, yeah. Why has no one been like, I'm going to put you in a suit of armour, put you in a room with as many medieval weapons as you want,
Go crazy.
and you can go crazy.
Well, because of the cost.
What cost? Same cost.
What if the armour breaks?
The armour won't
So you have to
break.
get armour for different body types, or it'd be body shaming.
You've got me there. Okay, that's fair.
Just put them in a helmet. Pretty an
Yeah.
average thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And if you've got a big head, no one really cares.
I know. Have you ever gone and tried on the helmets of medieval knights of the past?
No.
I like to think that skulls have got bigger and not that I've got a very fat head. Because every
No.
time I'm like, no, well,
It's not working.
yep, that was obviously a very small man. Never
This
mind.
belonged to a female.
Couldn't have been a gentleman such as myself, nor this one. So that is what I've come to the conclusion that
That's fair.
skulls
I
have grown.
agree.
Yes, I imagine you suffer a similar fate when trying on helmets. Our skulls aren't. Surely
You've got a
not.
massive head.
Looking at my son, I believe you as well.
It's the only reason you now know. You're
Yeah.
like, I see.
Yeah, when he was born, no, that's a large cranium. Yeah,
Ah, that's where it gets into this.
so it all makes sense.
No helmet's for you, boy.
And annoyingly, it's something that's said to me as well. People would be like, "Got quite a big head, haven't you, Ryan?" I'd be like,
Just turn to the side. I don't think you do, though.
"No, because you're a fellow large man, as I've just said." But normal-sized people go, "You've got a pretty big head."
Who are you saying I don't have a normal-sized head?
You do for a big man.
Okay.
But normal-sized people,
Don't have these heads. Because they would be the old 007 James Bond.
exactly, yeah, they'd be in cars going. I gave me a little bit of a headache.
Also slightly racist.
That's not. How is that racist? The bobblehead. I wasn't. Edit that out. Edit that out. Edit that out.
Jesus!
Do you know what? I went to say that joke and thought, I wonder if it won't sound as bad when I say it. It did.
It's awful.
You can just either beep that out or just take it out completely.
Looks like it's staying in.
God, we cancelled.
What even cancel? I'll take their 300 people away from them.
370.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh,
I just want you to know
they're
that
not even fucking monetized.
Sparta beat the Persians with less people. All right, so
Yeah, they're not even monetized. Jesus.
we'll just start again.
Let's give them more sleep.
Curses.
Yeah, sons are bitches.
Can't believe you'd do this to us.
Yeah, thanks for that email.
Do you want to play a game or do you want to get into Am I the Arsehole?
Let's do some Am I the Arsehole?
Oh, I would love to.
Oh, actually, no, do you know what? Fuck that. Let's do a mind meld.
I'm happy either way.
Let's do a mind meld. Let's do it. Because we haven't done a mind meld in a while.
And I love a mind meld.
you do.
I can't lie. I love the games. All the games we play.
Except the ones you play with my heart.
There are no games.
Do you?
I don't even have the no games. Oh, that's right. There are no games. Are you playing games?
Don't gaslight me. You son of a bitch.
Don't you gaslight?
Oh, I'm not playing. Oh, so you're playing games, are you?
Maybe my heart aches. Do you think about that?
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's my fault. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Look what you made me do.
Jesus.
So that, when I don't know if someone's talking about gaslighting and I don't know if it works, I go, look what you made me do. That works. Okay, that's gaslighting.
Okay.
That's how
I'm always very confused at what gaslighting means. In fact, my missus used gaslighting against me in an argument once. And you know when I'm like, it's not gaslighting. And I'm like, I don't really know. It might be. But,
Just say to yourself, can you say, look what you made me do and make it fit?
okay.
And then you can go, that's gaslighting.
I mean, physical altercations. So look what you make me do. It's gaslighting.
It's gaslighting. Yeah. But easy on those physical altercations.
Tell her that.
Oh,
I don't start them. I just
Yeah.
finish them.
that's fair. Hey, we've all got to play the game.
That's it.
She wants to roll the dice.
Elijah's got to learn to fight somehow.
Yeah, it's true. I believe. Hey,
Um,
take that.
I'll fuck a bitch. 3, 2, 1.
Hair.
Fridge. Hair and fridge.
That's a bit tough, isn't it?
God. All right, I've got one.
Have you? Mine's as well. So
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Mold.
Gum.
Say gun.
Gum.
Gum. Fridge.
Because when people get gum in their hair, they put it in the fridge.
Okay.
So when it goes cold, it's
I was
easy to
thinking
get
about
out.
hairy mould that if you don't put it in the
Hey,
fridge.
I don't knock it.
So we've got mould and gum.
That's still tough.
No. Maybe.
That was very
No.
okay, you knew what I was trying to say.
No. Right.
It feels like Chewie was just waking up. That's his first words. You sleep, Chewie.
You son of a bitch. That's really good.
It's not my first time doing a Chewbacca impression, I can't lie.
Right. Mold and gum. 3, 2, 1.
Plaque.
Bacteria. Ooh, that would have been much better. Plaque.
Bacteria is still not bad, but
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Toothache.
Infection. I almost went toothache.
I
I almost
lovely,
went
wasn't it?
toothache.
Yeah. We've got toothache and infection. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Decay.
Pain. No!
What did you say?
Pain.
Pain. Pain and decay. Oh, God.
Okay. No, easy.
Hang on.
Ooh.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Death.
Abscess. Death was a bit deeper than I was. I was still on tooth. I mean, hey, you could have moved off. It was just pain and decay. Death is fair.
Death and...
Abscess.
Abscess.
That's a pretty bold.
No. Abscess and death. 3, 2, 1. Infection.
Anesthetic. You've already said infection.
What? When did I?
You've already said infection.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's when I said toothache. You said infection.
Did I?
Yeah.
Who? Try again. 3, 2,
Hang
1.
on, I've got
Anesthetic.
Well, we tried. We've not played in a while. It's very toothy.
3, 2. So we'll start again.
Start
by the way,
again,
yeah.
yeah.
3, 2, 1. Cupboard.
Table. Oh,
3, 2, 1. Furniture. Kitchen furniture. 3, 2, 1. Chair.
I can't get the word. Oh, keep chair, because that's not what I was going to say. I'm going to say counter. That's what I was trying to say.
Chair, counter. You've already said table, haven't you?
Yeah,
It's annoying.
I've got one.
Chair and counter.
Oh, I don't know, I'm doing that look like it's obvious. I've just... Good luck.
3, 2, 1. Stool.
Island. Stool's good. But, you know...
Island's better.
Well, the stools go with the island. I mean, it's all much and such.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Breakfast.
Yeah! That wasn't obvious at all. We went for everything tooth related, and we got breakfast from that. There's only one place we're eating breakfast.
Sitting at the counter at the island.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Hey.
Would
so
be really annoying if we went for 2 different meals.
And do you know what? That was my big concern. I was like, if he says lunch, I swear to God.
Oh, good. Well, that's the end of my meal. Now it's on 2. Bit of Am I the Arsehole?
I love it.
Got some good ones this week.
I'm genuinely excited to
hope
see
so.
if I am the arsehole or not.
You have won. My weird boyfriend is ignoring me because I kicked him out. Am I the arsehole? I recently had my first big girl purchase and bought a house. Unfortunately, the house might have torn our relationship apart. This is because I ended up hosting a housewarming party with all my friends. My boyfriend is in the military, and does cybersecurity and is stationed a decent bit further away than where I live. He's getting out soon and going into the reserves in a few months, so we'll be moving in together in May, and hopefully a ring is coming soon after that. I love my boyfriend more than life itself, but my friends hate him. My friends hate him because he's weird. He's always been like that, even in high school. When I say weird, I mean cosplay and Dungeons and Dragons and that type of weird. Anyway, I didn't want to tell him that my friends think he's weird, which he definitely is. All right, so I'd rather him not come.
Guys, I'm seething over here, boy. I'm seething. You need to get to the end of this. Quick. I can't contain it.
I definitely don't want him to come. Sorry. So I purposely planned it on a weekend that he wouldn't be able to take it and pretended to be disappointed. Well, he ended up starting his leave 4 days early to surprise me because of how disappointed I was. I had to tell him the truth, that I didn't want him there because my friends think he's weird. I told him he can stay tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to get him a hotel. He was hurt and just drove all the way back to his sister's house, which is 5 hours away, even though I told him I wouldn't be comfortable with him driving this late, and begging him to stay the night since my friends weren't here yet. He didn't listen and just left and ignored all my texts and calls. We share each other's location so I know where he's at. Everybody left on Sunday, so then I tried reaching out to him and he ignored me. I asked him yesterday if he was going to keep ignoring me, and finally he responded that I haven't even apologised. So I told him I apologise. He sent me a voice message saying that he wants a real apology, not just saying it. Now he keeps ignoring my calls. Am I the arsehole?
Yes. Why do you have to ask if you're the arsehole on this one?
Absolutely the arsehole.
What on earth have I just listened to?
So just to, in case it wasn't massively clear to anyone listening,
Should have been.
she's been with her boyfriend for a while. She loves him dearly.
More than life itself.
More than life itself. And is in fact wanting to move in with him and hoping for a ring. That's the key. She wants to marry him.
Oh, yeah.
However, her friends think he's weird because he plays Dungeons and Dragons and likes cosplay.
Yeah.
So instead of telling her friends to either accept it or fuck off,
Yep.
she's decided just go along with it.
Yeah, maybe he's good. Maybe we should do stuff without him.
Yeah. Let's let this. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just not include him in stuff because it makes you unhappy. In fact, my housewarming party, I won't invite my boyfriend
Turn foreign.
because that'll make you guys unhappy. It's just unreal. It's just unbelievable.
Do you know what I'm really sad about as well?
What?
Do you know what really breaks my heart in that whole story?
What?
That 5-hour drive. Bruh, he must be listening to some sad songs. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Just tears
Yeah.
have come to... I just couldn't... Like,
He must be heartbroken.
yeah. He must have been like, wow, she's literally just chosen her friends over me.
And
She also thinks I'm weird.
do you know what the other fucking cheeky, prickish thing is? Is that happens and he drives 5 hours to his sister's. Instead of her then trying to make it up to him and being like, blah, blah, she had her weekend with her friends and then tried to contact him.
Yeah, like guilt-free as well.
Yeah.
Like
She's
I waited till it was finished and tried to reach out again.
Yeah. Like, you've hurt the guy, like badly. But no.
I'd say to all my friends, I'm really sorry. I've made a massive mistake here. Like,
no, I'd say to all my friends originally, this is my other half.
Yeah. Like, it would never get to that situation, but if it did... for
Also,
some
your
weird
friends
reason-
must be pricks.
Mate.
Sorry. Even if I hated your other half,
Yeah.
there's no way in hell. Like, even if I said to you, like, I'm not really a major fan of hers, I would be civil.
Yeah. Not only that is you would recognise that you would come second in those situations.
Do you know what I mean? You're like, I'm sorry, but, that's your other half. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Like, we move.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to make it awkward or... Especially for something like Dungeons and Dragons and cosplay. Like,
Yeah. It's not like he's a serial cheater or he abused her in the past.
do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, it's just a bit of an oddball.
An oddball. And they can't be like, that's kind of sweet.
He's not even an oddball. He's just a bit of a geek.
Yeah, that's all he
Like-
is. And we're all a bit of a geek in our own way.
Oh, yeah, just
Some geekiness is socially acceptable, some a little less. I always think that about women who collect loads of makeup.
yeah,
I think that's geeky.
I suppose, yeah.
But it's just socially acceptably geeky.
Socially acceptably geek.
It is.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, it's fine if you've got loads of shoes and makeup and stuff.
Yeah. But how dare you like fantasy, mystical, cool beings?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I mean, not
One's
cool.
creative and... Yeah, not cool. We don't do a quest.
Check out the quest.
It's kind of D&D, but we ripped it off.
It's
Because
D&D.
we're cooler than that.
It's D&D, Ryan's way.
Yeah. Simple.
So we're going with she's the arsehole.
Well, I don't think there was any other option, was there, bro?
Definitely
I
not.
really want to know what the outcome of that is.
Hey,
Happily
unfortunately, that's
married
not
with
part
2
of the game.
children.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, if he hadn't dumped her, I don't know what he's fucking doing with his
I
life.
don't know. She has got a house.
She has got a house. God.
My guy's in cybersecurity, though. He's clearly making pee. Let's not play games on that.
Okay, this one. Am I the arsehole for bailing on anniversary plans with my boyfriend last minute for a friend's emergency?
Okay.
I know what your face is saying, exactly
Okay.
what mine is.
Well, let's hear this emergency.
He's 21 male and I'm 20 female. We had fancy dinner plans and tickets to the movies to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. We were both super excited about it and had planned it a while ago. However, about an hour before a reservation, I got a message from my close friend. He texted me saying he was having a family emergency and he really needed someone to talk to right now, and asked me to come over. I've been friends with this person for years, and I've always been there to support him and cheer him up as he has some family issues. So I called my boyfriend, who was driving back from work, to tell him we'd have to cancel because I had to go and be there for a friend. And he got mad, even though I told him it's out of my hands. I then hung up because I didn't want him to carry on driving and being on a call, especially if he's angry, and I said I'll speak to him later. Cut to me coming home a few hours later, and he was pissed. He then got into an argument, and he said that I prioritised the other guy over him, and that my friend is a grown man who could have waited till the next morning to have me come over. He also got more mad when I couldn't tell him what the emergency was. That ruined what was meant to be a special day. Even though that's my friend's personal information, and is not my business to share. I felt that was very insensitive of him, and to not understand why I need to be there for a good friend of mine. And yet we lost a bit of money on tickets, but I can see why he's frustrated. It's our anniversary and we had planned it a while ago. Plus I got angry at him, which only heated the argument and made it worse. It's been a few days since the fight and he's still being frosty to me, waiting for me to apologise. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I handled it the right way. Am I the arsehole?
The fact that it's been a few days and you've not apologised, I think it's a pretty big one. Are you the arsehole?
Thoughts, Ryan? Thoughts?
The thing is, okay, let's say that she's been friends with this guy for years,
Yep.
right? And they're the closest of friends, blah, 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 blah. The bit that I do agree with, now I don't know what this family emergency is, but it sounds like they happen fairly regularly.
He's had family issues, so
Yeah.
yes.
And essentially, all he wanted to do was talk. Now, in the nicest way possible, she could have gone, look, it's my anniversary, I'm going to be doing this, but I've got an hour free. Like, if we just want to have a quick phone conversation, like, and we can chat about it and get it off your chest, and then tomorrow I'll come by. Mm-hmm. That, to me, seems the best way to handle that.
Yep.
I don't know what goes through people's heads. And obviously, not being funny, it's if we're going to play a little bit of the jealousy card here, because she has gone to another guy instead of being with her other half.
Yep.
And then gone, no, I can't tell you what it was about.
I'm sorry, but if you're cancelling your anniversary plans to be there for your friend, you need to give your other half something.
Yeah. Because
Like-
don't get me wrong, it could be like,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say this, like, but you know, it could be a death, or it could be like they've gone through like an abortion. Like, it could be something big. And then I'd kind of have to go, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Like, I do think if I was that guy in that situation, I'd be like, that's pretty big. Like, people don't normally go through that, like, or, that's a heartbreaking
The thing is, my issue wouldn't necessarily be with the fact that she was there for her friend. That's a good thing. It's admirable. Great.
Yeah.
My issue would be with the fact that she was so quick to just drop plans and just go.
True. Yeah.
And I know people are going to be like, oh, yeah, well, she's like a real friend and blah, blah, blah. No, be an adult. I'm sorry.
I know.
Be a fucking adult.
I do think it does come down to that whole, which he said, he's a grown man.
Yeah.
Like, he can wait a day.
And if they're such good friends, he knew you had plans.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Your anniversary as well.
Yeah, he knew you had plans.
The thing is, it's only, like, and I don't mean this, it's just a 1 year anniversary. It's not like they've been together years, and do you know what I mean? It's not like, but
they've been planning it for weeks.
Exactly, yeah. It's important to them. And there's nothing worse than when you're looking forward to something, and then on the day, someone goes, yeah, sorry, I've actually got this other thing that's more important. Yeah. Nothing can make you feel smaller than that.
What is that thing that's more important? Oh, I can't tell you, mate. Sorry.
Can't see what it was, but I had to see my guy friend for a few hours over it.
Okay.
Yeah. He's still been a bit frosty. I've not apologised yet. Am I the arsehole?
Days later.
God.
Like, and the fact that she had to go at him as well.
Yeah, and then
like she just seems,
it's out of my hands.
Yeah. Like it seems so oblivious to anything going on around her.
Yeah.
It's just insane to me. Like,
I mean, the other oblivious thing is just his feelings.
Yeah.
She's clearly just gone, what are you getting angry for?
Must be young.
Or 20, 21.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen.
Yeah.
But like a little bit of me sometimes think, I always say in these scenarios that the way things are worded are like, if she called up and she was like, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
But I have to go and see this. I will do anything for us to do this tomorrow. Like, blah, blah, blah. But you full well know that she's just gone, I can't do tonight.
Yeah.
So my friend's got an emergency.
Dave just called. He's in tears. Like, he's got a family thing. Like, I need to be there for him right now. What family thing? I can't really say. It's not really my business to say.
Yeah. I always think, like, what would you do if you then called them back and went, oh, I'm in tears. Someone's really let me down tonight. I just wondered if you could be there for me. What would they do then? They'd be like, oh, no, I can't be there for you. I've got to be there for someone else.
Oh. Okay.
Nah, like mate, that just put me in my place so much.
I would want to know what it was.
Yeah.
What was so, yeah. I don't need I don't need the gory details, but I need the overview. Yeah. Tell me what's gone on. Because if it's Mum and Dad had an argument, it's really upset me. Fuck off.
I'd be like, that's more important to you than our anniversary. Yeah. You can absolutely do one. That is a 20-minute phone call.
Yeah, literally.
Like, that's a grown man. That's a 20-minute phone call.
I mean, is it really a phone call? My parents have had an argument.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you're right there. And,
is it really a phone call?
Oh, I once again, I feel sorry for the gentleman in this situation.
Obviously we don't know the situation entirely, but I reckon the guy has a crush on her and he knew it was their anniversary and he's just been a bit of a douchebag.
Yeah. Or he's jealous that that the guy has taken the time away from his friend. I do think that's a thing in friendships when people don't like it when a boyfriend or girlfriend comes in and then their time's being taken away from them.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's been times where he's wanted to make plans and she's like, "Oh, I'm seeing my boyfriend."
I just don't see any reason, unless you were on the verge of like ending it.
Yeah.
I can't see a reason you would do that. Like, even if I was in like a really bad way, and you and Beck had your anniversary, there's no way I'd be like, "Right, mate, I need you tonight."
Just so you know, if you are ever in a really bad way, please do call.
No one cares.
I will come and save you. Okay.
Not on your anniversary. You won't be getting no call on your anniversary. God. I'll be like, I'm sure his phone will work tomorrow. Just get some sleep, Gaz. You'll be fine.
I'll be like, Becca, we've got to change of plan.
Yeah. Our anniversary's being held at Gaz's house.
Yeah.
I just can't see any reason why that would, what would be the case.
What would warrant that?
Yeah.
Like, well, once again, we're in agreement. You are the arsehole.
Massively.
Yeah.
Last one.
Oh, I'm sad. I've really enjoyed these.
This one's a little bit long. My son has upset me because I told him I wanted a child that was biologically mine. Am I the arsehole? I found out a few years ago that I, 43 male, am not actually the father of my 3 children. 24 male, 21 female, and 19 male. My now ex-wife, 43 female, and I were childhood sweethearts. We were a couple all the way through secondary school. We always said that we'd end up married with children. I couldn't think of anything more that I wanted from life, but I certainly didn't expect it to happen right after we finished secondary school. It was only a few months after leaving school at 18 that she told me I was going to become a dad. It was tough for years, but somehow we made it work, even when babies number 2 and 3 arrived a few years later. Fast forward a decade and a half and everything seemed great. I owned my own home, I had a nice career that I built for myself, a loving wife and 3 wonderful teenage kids. But a few Christmases ago, my daughter Ellie got us all one of those home ancestry kits. Long story short, transpires, all 3 of my kids have the same father. But I am not that father.
Can you know that from an ancestry kit?
Yeah. The father was in fact one of our school teachers. My ex was sleeping with him from about the age of 17, carrying on up until we left school, right up until he passed away, just after our youngest child was born. I won't go into detail of the brutal emotional fallout, but suffice to say, I applied for divorce the day after she confessed this to me. I sat my kids down once this all came out, and I told them that regardless of any of this, I still loved them and cared for them. I wanted to carry on a relationship if they were willing. I know that will get me called some names from a certain demographic, but I'm not a robot. I don't have a switch in my brain that lets me turn off 2 decades of love and bonding. Our relationship today is okay, and things are a bit awkward because they're splitting time between me and my ex, who I haven't spoken to since the day our divorce was finalised. I'm now in a new relationship with a wonderful woman, Lisa, 32, female. She was also cheated on in her previous marriage, so neither of us are fussed about getting remarried. We are now living together. The thing she let me know last week is that she's pregnant. I'm absolutely over the moon about this. The only issue is my kids are not happy. When I told my eldest, he accused me of trying to replace them with a do-over family. Here's the bit where I might be the arsehole. I lost my cool with him, and I told him that I still love him, but I'm happy to finally be having a child that's biologically mine. He got really upset on the phone, hung up. Now the entire extended family is having a go at me for being callous and cruel. I get the phrasing was poor, but I feel the sentiment is justified. Am I wrong for telling my son I just want a child that's biologically mine?
Oh my God. That's a lot to take in, isn't it?
It's a long old story. It's a long old story.
God, what, do you know what as well? Right, you go through your life, right?
Yeah.
So, you have your ups and your downs, but you think people get hit with fucking
Mad.
bulldozers like that?
This might take a while to go through this one because I think there's several things that we need to talk about on this one.
There are layers.
Yeah. It's one of my worst fears
Oh yeah.
to have loved my son and given so much for my family and done everything and to have your heart shattered and finding out that they're not yours
God.
is something that it would destroy me.
Yeah, it would.
And I absolutely agree with his reaction. I don't know who this demographic are that was going to say that he's an idiot for it, but how, there's 20 years.
I know.
Like-
People be like, nah, none of them are yours. Get out of there, mate.
Are you mental?
It's still a relate. And imagine if you just knew someone for 20 years.
Yeah,
You'd still be their friend, wouldn't you? Like,
it's-
they didn't do anything.
yeah. But yeah, I completely, because I think if she was on the other foot and it was me, there's no way I could just end a relationship like that. God. The amount of love you give to those children,
that wouldn't disappear.
No, never.
You know what I mean? That you wouldn't suddenly be, as you say, he's not a robot.
Yeah.
But I've got to be honest with you. The heart-crushing truth that they're not yours. I've got to be honest with you as well. Like, what a disgusting woman.
Horrific.
To know they're not his, but just never say anything. I just think I think that should be jail time.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm not like, I was going to say fraud, but like deceit.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, I mean, you essentially force someone to take care of kids that are not theirs.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Mental. Oh, I just can't. I can't imagine. It frustrates me thinking about it.
It does. Ooh.
I don't know.
Was it on this podcast that we discussed it? Or did we discuss it off the podcast about when you go to a hospital and the mother gives birth, about doing a paternity test there and then.
Yeah, I don't think we did it on the podcast, but we have discussed it.
Yeah.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
Like,
same, yeah. It doesn't matter if you trust your missus completely, whatever. Like, if it was just
make
a
it
run-of-the-mill thing.
Just make it a standard thing.
Yeah, all right, well, we need you to do a paternity test.
Yeah. To make sure you're the father.
Yeah, just to put you on the
Birth certificate.
birth certificate, yeah. That's it. I totally agree, because
Yeah,
there are
I
so
think
many
we-
men that might be doing the same thing.
Raising kids that aren't theirs.
Just horrific.
Now, we get to the actual reason he thinks he's an arsehole.
Oh,
So I think he did everything right in terms of with his kids and everything. He divorced immediately, which, yeah, go for it. He's done everything up to this point has been right. I think he's extremely wrong for what he said to his son, though.
I appreciate that it was a moment of,
Yeah.
like,
Weakness.
yes, of like, this is, because, I don't know, I think what the kid's not getting there is you've been doing that, or you think you've been doing that for 22 years, and you haven't. And I feel like there is something deep-seated in a lot of people that they want a biological child.
Yeah.
Like, that is just how some people are. I know I am. Like, if I couldn't have children and had to adopt or foster, or like, it would kill me a little bit inside.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something in me. So I do understand where it's coming from. However, to outwardly word it like that to that person
Jesus.
is not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, my heart goes out to him, but that wasn't.
Oh, that's heart-shattering for the kid.
Yeah.
Because no matter what he says now, you're never going to convince that kid that you love him as much as you love your son.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Or your new baby.
You're still his dad?
Yeah.
Like, none of that's changed for him. You're still his dad.
I'm kind of dubious about the actions of the dad, because I find it very odd to think that the kids, being the age they are, if they were younger, I might understand it. Being the age they are, jumping very quickly to you're trying to replace us because your new wife is pregnant, I find very strange. So what's led to that discussion?
Yeah.
Overall, there
Yeah,
must
that's
be something. There must be like, you know, you used to take him here all the time. You used to spend Sundays together, whatever, and now you're not because you're like, I've got stuff to do with the baby. I can't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, must be something happening, like a deeper rooted thing. It can't be a case of you're like, oh, she's pregnant. They're like, you're trying to replace us.
Well,
Like,
he even says when he sees him, it's a bit more frosty.
yeah,
And I think, well, does that mean he's kind of separating himself from them? And now they're a bit like, God, like they're probably discussing it between them. Like, God, Dad's been really frosty with us. And then suddenly he's like, oh, I've got a new partner. Oh, and she's pregnant.
yeah. Unless this is fallout, because obviously we're thinking very much about the dad in all this and how it affected him, but the fallout on the kids,
Massive.
because obviously they now know that's not their biological dad. So that thing that they clung on to for so long, that he'll always be there because that's my dad, like that's my blood, that's, you know, he'll never leave me, is gone.
Yeah.
And essentially, like, he can walk away whenever. And there's you can't really say anything about it.
Yeah,
He can walk away whenever. So maybe the news of hearing that she's having a baby has triggered something in these kids, or this one child, who maybe has some sort of issues with abandonment or something, or has, you know, underlying issues with that he's not addressed.
To go back to almost the first thing you said, it's just, there was never a need to say that to him. That, the more I think about that, he never had to say the words, well, I want a biological son.
No. That's there's
you're
no part
great,
of me. Yeah,
but you're not my biological son.
There's no part of me that thinks that's okay to say.
Yeah, the more I thought about that,
Yeah, like,
more
it's just
that's-
unnecessary, isn't it?
yeah, you're absolutely, he's already been through enough.
Yeah.
Like, he's just found out you're not his dad, and now you're like, yeah, but also I want a biological son. So.
You guys are all right, but I thought you were something and you're not. So it's essentially what you're saying.
Yeah,
you know.
you might still see me as dad, but I don't see you as my kids anymore.
Like, you're my kids, but you're not really my kids, are you?
you're my stepkids.
Yeah.
God,
Must be fucking heartbreaking for him.
God, that woman.
Oh, fucking.
That woman. That's so. Look at what she's done.
I went down a rabbit hole once of, like the Judge Judy kind of style.
Oh, I know.
things.
Yep.
And it was like paternity tests of like the fathers and mothers. And it's the most heartbreaking thing to watch.
Horrid.
It's horrible.
Literally,
Like-
I've done the same. We've all been down that rabbit hole.
I like watching it, and these guys are the worst ones. Are the ones that are trying to remain composed and trying not to show,
Just hurting.
and like it's that whole straight faced with a tear just rolling down his
Yeah,
cheek,
yeah.
and like the mums are celebrating, blah blah, and this guy's like, this 3 years I've bonded with this baby, I've done, you know what I mean, like, or however long it's been, you know, you are not and as soon as that happens, no matter what has been provided, like that mum could have abandoned them from day dot. He could have raised the kid all the way up to like 3, 4, 5 years old. The mum returns and goes, "Oh no, yeah, not actually his dad," and he has no right to that child whatsoever.
That's crazy.
It's
isn't
mental, isn't it?
it? Just
And what can he do? He's they're not having a good relationship with the mum, obviously. That's the end of the relationship with the kids.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's wonderful that we both look like our children, isn't it? Because like we can be guaranteed that no paternity test is required.
I'm just saying, he looks like Jade doesn't like me. So.
He definitely looks like you enough that there's no test required. But I don't
That's
know.
horrible.
Like like right now, if I just put that thought into my head
Horrible.
of me looking at Atlas and someone going, "That's not your child," I feel my heart hurt a little bit.
But my heart hurts. Now think of Atlas hearing that.
Yeah,
That's not your dad.
yeah, bruh.
That's mad.
God, that almost brings a tear to my. I won't do it because we're on the podcast, but I could.
It's frustrating.
I
me.
could easily. Just the thought of him, like, even like, say if I just said, "Well, that's that," then and walked off,
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
No.
and then he never. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? If that ever happened, I'm going to lie to you, I'd fucking hate you.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I know it would be
I wouldn't do
fuck
that,
all
but-
to do with me. I'd be like, how?
Can't believe you did that.
Yeah,
That boy adores you.
yeah,
Right.
like how could you ever?
Abandon him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a weird thing as well, because to be honest with you, I right now I'd say, yeah, well, I wouldn't. I could never leave.
yeah.
But that's because he's still mine. And it's impossible for me to say under those circumstances.
The thing is, I think it would very much depend on the relationship with the mum,
Yeah.
because I think what drives men to do things like that is the resentment and bitterness towards the mother
Yeah.
overtakes the love for that child,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, if he's not mine, I'm not fucking helping you.
God,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Because the child's never done anything wrong in this. So there's no way you can be angry at the child for just not being yours.
Yeah.
It's just anger with the other parent. And it's something that clouds parents' emotions all the fucking time.
It is massively, yeah, it really is.
Do you know what I
Especially in
mean?
co-parenting things.
Yeah, like, people using children as weapons, and, it's not about you.
It's not.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like, honestly.
literally, yeah. Well, funnily enough, on that subject, I do feel as well, it being a biological child, it gives you kind of a sense of like you understand their genetics. Like with Atlas, I feel like I get him.
Yeah.
I feel like genetically, I kind of know him.
But how much of that is biological and how much is that just the bond you've got?
But this is the thing,
Because
isn't it? But
if Elijah turned out to not be mine tomorrow, that bond between us has not changed.
no, it
you know what I
hasn't.
mean?
You're absolutely right. But psychologically, would it?
I don't know.
That's what I mean.
I'm not there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't
In my
answer
head
that.
now, there's nothing in this world that would stop me loving that kid. That is just couldn't give a fuck. I'd hate his fucking mum with a passion.
Yeah.
And there's no, I mean,
You'd also have to go through the difficult battle of him being told you're not his real dad. And he'd have to grow with that as well.
and make the decision
Because that might
whether to
create a
meet-
challenge for you.
Make the decision whether to meet his real dad.
Do you know what I mean?
I can't do it.
Do you know what I mean?
Can't do it.
There are some hurdles there. So, yes, you are the arsehole.
Yeah. Your wife's
Yeah.
I
Everyone's
can't
an
say.
Just beep it.
Everyone's an arsehole apart from your child, who
Yeah.
you've just emotionally destroyed.
Yeah, you've hurt them.
Yeah.
You handled it very well up until that point.
Yeah, literally, there was nothing wrong with your actions till that one sentence.
So, for me, what needs to happen next is there needs to be a proper, sincere apology, a sit-down conversation with greater explanation of why he said what he said, that he didn't mean what he said in the context that he said it. because he did mean what he said.
Yeah.
But obviously, to his child that he's brought up for 21 years, he can't really mean that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get that. I find it difficult to think he can ever have the same relationship now.
Probably not. You're
Like,
probably
I
right.
feel like that's done now. Like, not done. Like, you could probably heal it and mend it, but you won't now be able to ever convince your son that he means as much as your biological son.
Yeah, that he is being replaced.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like, I do think... Because, you know, when they're going to be like, hey, this is your brother, that's not going to come out the same, is it? Because
It's not really.
he can't really be like, you know, he's like, look, what I meant was I want to extend our family, you know,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Like, you can't do that now.
Yeah.
Because you fucked it. So I just think it needs at least a sincere apology to at least build a
There
bridge.
should never have been a comparison between them, ever.
That's a very good point, yeah.
Like, you should never have drawn any comparison between them.
Yeah.
Even if your son was acting childish and being like, you're replacing us, blah, blah. It's just nothing can ever replace you,
Yeah.
you know?
That's what you should have said.
Yeah.
That nothing ever is going to replace
Yeah.
any of my
You
three
will
children.
always be my children.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, heaven or earth, that
Yeah,
could
but-
change that.
Me and my new partner want a new,
Yeah.
you know,
we're having another
a
baby.
newborn, and
And this is going to be that would have been, and this is going to be your brother or sister.
yeah, that's
know
all
what I
there
mean?
is to it. Same as if me and your mum had
Yeah.
a baby. That was all it would be.
Shame. It's a shame. Real shame.
Yeah, because they've been through enough.
Hmm.
So it's a shame that it's come out that way, but
Anyway,
Hmm.
therefore I start smashing the place up.
yeah.
What's next?
I was hoping we could do a little bit of dad talk, just to
Oh.
ease us out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it turns out Atlas isn't mine, and
Oh, Jesus.
no, of course he is.
I'll kill her.
Yeah, I believe you. So I had a day off of work, and I was delighted because it meant I could take Atlas to gymnastics.
Okay.
And my other half always takes Atlas to gymnastics, and it breaks my heart a little bit that I don't get to do it. But that doesn't mean I don't want to know what happens. I'm always
Of
fully
course,
invested in what did he do today, blah blah blah. But when I take Atlas to the park locally, there's a little balancing beam. It's only maybe a foot off the ground, and I always walk him across it, and we do lots of like climbing and stuff like that. But when Becca takes him gymnastics, the balancing beam is about 1.5 meters high, and she says he never walks across it. She'll put him on it and it'll get straight down.
Okay.
Like, by that I mean like she puts him here and he like dangles his legs off and she has to take him down. Not he just plonks 1.5 meters down.
But he would.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. And he never stands on the trampoline. So when she puts him on the trampoline, he sits and he just bounces himself like that. And all these sorts of things. So I went there today. And obviously, I had a little bit in the back of my mind, like, we're going to conquer these things. So mentally, I'm not able to like G him up or anything. I'd be like, right, we're going to get on that balance beam today and we're going to do it. So I'm thinking, what I'm going to have to do is when we approach it, I'm going to have to get all excited suddenly. Also, right, packed in this gymnastics hall, not one dad. Breaks my heart a little bit, but we'll get to that in a bit. Anyway, so I put him on the balance beam first time. He took about one step and stopped. And I was like, that's fine. I took him off, went and played with something else for a little bit. Went on the trampoline. He walked on it, didn't bounce or anything, but I thought this is a good start. Went on some other things, went on like the rings and this, and then we're back to the balance beam. He's taken a few steps and then like just stopped and then sort of like got off. I was like, no problem again. Like, we're making progress here. And then we went off, did some other gymnastics. I don't know what, we just ran around essentially. Came back to it. He's walked the whole way across it. I like chucked him on the ground afterwards, done a little celebration with him. But I thought, we'll go again to make sure. So we've gone back to the start, walked across it again, absolutely smashed it. I was well happy. And then we went over to the trampoline. Boy's loving it. Boy's bouncing. He can't jump. He's too young to jump on it.
Yeah.
But he's like on his feet and like rocking, so he's bouncing and stuff. I was like, this is great. Top-notch stuff. So we made some big achievements, really got through it. But the bit that really breaks me about today is I'm now not going to experience that again for
Oh, God.
who knows how long.
Yeah. That sucks.
I'm now once again just going to have to hear about it. And maybe in the back of my head be going, I would love to have done that today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and for all the other dads, because like I said, there wasn't one there, and there were a lot of mums, and I was the only dad there.
Why do you think that is?
Because of what we talk about, isn't it? It's the way of the world. Mums stay at home, dads go to work. And I know people think that seems to be breaking down, but go to a midday class for children.
Do you think part of that is because dads think that gymnastics is like a girly thing? And
There were lots of boys there,
yeah,
so I don't think so.
okay.
There just weren't any dads. And I genuinely believe that is because all the dads are at work. So the only mums that my other half speaks to there, all the dads are at work.
Right.
And I genuinely...
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because the fact as well that I feel like we really accomplished stuff. And I'm thinking...
So you got to make the most of the weekends.
Yeah, I know, but there's no gymnastics at the weekends.
Yeah, but it's like I was saying to you before with, like me and Elijah quite often go park in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, because working, it's dark by the time I get home, but I still want to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, let's go to the
and
park.
do it. Start saying it's too small to
It's
do it,
empty.
minute.
Yeah.
But I totally agree.
Yeah, it's
At some
empty.
point we will.
Go and do your thing. We have a park near by both of us now
Yeah.
that's open all the time. So
It's so important to get those moments because otherwise they will just go.
it's a really sad and unfortunately necessary part of life
Yeah.
that as like a working dad, you have to kind of accept that you're going to miss a lot, whether you like it or not. And you can't not miss a lot because if you're not there, you're not earning money. If you're there, you're not earning the money that you need to provide for your family.
Yeah. Because
So it's like it's a sacrifice, isn't it, that you make?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I posted it on my Instagram and I was writing up the bit for it. I started to almost feel a bit emotional because I thought, I'm making a big deal of this. My wife gets to do this 3 times a week, every week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I got to go gymnastics. And I'm like, that sucks.
Mad, isn't it?
That sucks so much that I have to just
Is there
cherish.
any like weekend bits or?
It's too little for most of the weekend stuff because it's all like I say, it's all like nursery stuff almost essentially. Like his forest schooling that we want to put him into is Monday to Friday, not weekends. 2 hours a day, Monday to Friday.
Yeah, but does Becca won't go with him?
Yeah, she goes with him. It's parented 2 hours a day. You only get to pick one day of the week, and then because it's not like a preschool. It's like a forest schooling, and then they can go into nursery.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's almost like you go with them and then they do like campfires and they do like things like that, but they have to have a parent there to help them and building rafts, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you enjoy that because I won't.
Yeah, I'll be at work.
Yeah. Just thinking about it the whole day.
I think when Becca was pregnant with Atlas, I think we had a conversation because I think I got to a point when we were working together before where I just wasn't seeing anything of Elijah.
Yeah, I remember.
I said to you, like, it's just shit. Like, it's horrible. And like, I'll never blame anyone for like change. I think one of the reasons that you left was that you just you wouldn't have had any time.
I barely saw her when she was pregnant.
And I said to you, like, I don't even hold it against you in the slightest.
Yeah.
Because I'd have loved it.
Yep.
Like, I'd have loved to have been there, but I missed loads of firsts, loads of, And my missus, bless her heart, was almost not doing things with him because she didn't want me to miss it. And we had to it was a really sad conversation. Like, we had to sit down at one point and I had to say to her, like, look, I'm going to miss stuff. Like, I have to accept that. Yeah. That I'm not going to be there. And so do you. And you're just going to have, she wasn't taking him swimming because she wanted me to be there for his first swimming thing or to the beach or, to build his first sandcastle and all that lot. And I'm like, but I'm just going to miss those. You can't just keep saying no to his family and his cousins and all that lot because I'm not there because I have to work. It's very sad. It's a horrible thing to have to do, but you just kind of hope long term that it'll pay off, I guess.
Yeah. Massively. Well,
I mean, it pays off short term because you've got a place to live, you've got food, you've got. He's got everything he needs.
Yes, he's very happy, and that's always how I try and measure everything.
Yeah.
If I look at him and he's buzzing, I think you're not doing a bad job, Brian.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of what I have to do.
And it's something that you say quite a lot is making the moments count.
Yeah.
So that time that you do spend with him, you're not sitting on your phone. You're not, ignoring him or getting on with something. Like,
Massive.
everything's with him.
When we were I was waiting to go on the balance beam, and there was this kid, I don't know how old she was, maybe 4 or 5, and she just walked across it, and she'd got to the end, and she was going, Mum. She's sitting looking at her phone. Bro, I was dying, and I could tell she wanted to do a big jump, but because her mum wasn't watching, she just jumped off the edge, just a little jump off.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man, that kills me.
Horrible.
Yeah. And, when I got in the car, I told my missus, and she was going to me, the thing is, you don't know, like, that mum might have just needed a break for a minute. And I said to her, look, I understand parents need a break. I'm not knocking that. But there's a time and a place to have a break. At gymnastics, where your child is trying things and exploring themselves, that is not when you take a break.
No.
You don't sit on your phone then. And which she was like, totally agree. Because I was just a bit like that. Watching that hurt me. And it's almost like a reality check for me as well.
Yeah.
If I'm ever sitting on my phone, I have to go, oh,
Yeah.
like, remember what that looked like. Remember how that felt to watch another child do that. So yeah, that because we all do it. We all sometimes just slip onto our phone and stuff. Yeah. But it's just about, as you often say, just checking yourself.
Yeah.
And going,
yeah. Need to sort this.
But yeah, no. For me today, it was a harsh reality check. As much as I loved it, the aftermath of it was kind of painful.
Yeah.
The realisation of that's now that for months. Even though he'll go 3 times a week, I'm not going to be involved in any of it.
Yeah. And there's no weekend bits or anything.
No. Like I say, and at the weekend, like today, I went on a really long drive and I really wanted to take him with me.
Yeah.
But what's fun for a 3.5, 4 hour drive?
Yeah.
I can't take him on that. Oh, it's too little for it, innit? Like, if he was older, maybe.
Just for my enjoyment, mate. Fuck it.
I could take it. We could stop off somewhere, but he's not going to get it at 15 months, is he?
No.
Okay, so I'm just a bit like, so the
I
second
think the key thing to remember as well, because I feel like there's a few situations that you've mentioned to me where you seem to have forgotten it, is that he doesn't give a fuck where you are.
Yeah,
he just gives a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
You are right. You could be doing whatever the fuck you wanted. He's happy that he's with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he'd rather spend that 4 or 5 hours in the car.
Yeah.
Singing silly songs with daddy and clapping and ooh.
Yeah.
Stopping off at the services that, he can go and see flashy lights on the machines and whatever. He doesn't know where you're going or where you are.
No, yeah.
But he knows he's with you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what matters. Do you know what I mean? I think you dwell quite a lot on where you are and whether he's going to enjoy it and it's not suitable for kids.
Yeah.
But he just cares that he's with you. Like, I don't think it.
I think most drives I try and take, like if it's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
But for me, like the idea if I drove to like the other side of South England, I drove past Brighton and I just thought, if I get stuck in traffic and stuff like that, I just thought, God, I wouldn't want to put him through that. But, you are right. I remember when I broke down, I felt awful, didn't I? That one time I felt like, I'm so sorry. And he, I got home and he had a great time. And you were like, why you feel bad?
Yeah.
He didn't get upset once with you, did he? Like, he didn't care.
If anything, it's like a core memory.
Yeah.
Me and Daddy under the underpass. Woo.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Like,
Yeah.
great.
He was never bothered by it, but I felt terrible. But yeah, no, you are right. Sometimes I let I don't know, where I want everything to be perfect,
Yeah.
I kind of let that get in the way of the fact of just enjoy that it isn't.
Yeah.
That's almost the perfection in itself of being a parent.
Yeah. Obviously, he'll get older and then he'll start realising what you're doing. And you'll be like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, while you got him,
Yeah. While it doesn't matter,
take it while it's there.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. But I just wanted to sort of go over that.
Also, well done to Atlas. Smashing it.
Yes. I was beaming with pride. I really was.
Those small things that just...
Yeah.
Everyone!
Yeah. And kudos to my missus as well, because I didn't ask her to film it or anything like that. She just saw what I was doing and came over and filmed it. Like, I didn't even know she was doing it. And I think that's really nice.
Yeah. I love stuff like
that. The flip side of that is I never film her doing anything because I'm not there.
Son of a bitch.
I'm not there.
You prick.
Yeah. So she might be out there teaching Atlas to do flips. No one's filming it. Do you know what I mean? Like, she just has to go, we did flips today.
Buy a tripod.
Actually, yeah, well, I mean, I can, but she ain't going to use it, is she? All the other children running around.
Hold on. I'm just setting my tripod up.
I was really disappointed as well, because normally she said there's only about 4 or 5 kids there. Like, there must have been about 35 kids there today.
Jesus.
Honestly, it was chaos. It was fun,
Yeah.
but it was chaos. First time for me as well, like, as Atlas interacting with other children and stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
No.
He might walk up. He did the same thing again. He walked up, some kid just pinched him. I said, don't do that.
I like to think that's Atlas's way of just saying, like, get away from me.
That's literally what he was doing. This kid sort of got a little bit close to him. And all he did was put his arm up. Just pinched him. I was like, no.
Well, he's got to communicate somehow.
But he doesn't do it with me. Like, so it's not something I can be like,
He doesn't
don't
want you
do
to go
that.
away.
Oh, you've got
I don't want you to go
valid
away.
point. And Joe, what's really horrible is I nearly went, he does pinch his mum.
Jesus.
But yeah,
Guys,
on that note.
yeah, fucking hell. That got a bit fucking emotional at the end.
Yeah, sorry.
If you enjoyed some of what you've seen, at least like a couple of sentences,
Yeah.
just give us a little like and a little comment.
If you could make us monetize so I can spend some time at home doing gymnastics with my son, that'd be great.
Sympathy. I'm up for it.
Yeah.
Make us get us subscribers. We just want to love our children.
What? Just another 630 subscribers, please.
Yeah, and that'll be enough for us to quit our jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you.
We love you lots. Can't believe I'm bowing out on a word like that, but I can't get it.
It'll come to you.
I wish you'd come to me.
Come on, you.
So joke number
Welcome
one.
to the Bromantic Podcast.